What's up, YouTube? So we're moving on to doing some repairs to this Kia Soul engine, and this is a 15 Kia Soul. What does it say there? Anyway, so this is about how to change your spark plugs. So what I like to do is disconnect the oil, the high pressure pump. Just disconnect that. Leave everything connected, especially when I know this car's been abused. Don't disconnect these if you don't have to, because then you could have other issues. Sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't. I don't. Wiggle it through here, nice and easy. Take the 10mm bolts out of the coils, set them up above the engine so they don't fall inside. I use a 3/8 ratchet to take them out. Do not use a 3/8 power ratchet to put them back in. Alright, so let's take a look here. Not so bad, but it's definitely worn. Alright, so I take them all out first, inspect all the cylinders. Put them in the 5/8 deep socket, deep spark plug socket. Isn't that cool? Like you can see one side of the spark plug is on the opposite side of the flash. See it? So cool. And that's the flash, and the way that the engine moves the air and fuel in and out between the intake and exhaust strokes. So based on what I'm seeing with these spark plugs, this oil consumption problem is more on the bottom end than it is the top end. So he's got some deposits on there, which is normal. Most people are using the cheapest fuel, and the cheapest fuel has no detergents in it, and that's the law right there. Cheap fuel is so bad for your car, you have no idea. Even if your engine was perfectly fine, brand new, and you ran regular fuel, the tops of the pistons and the valves and everything else would get gunk on it from the crappy fuel that they use. So this spark plug, it's not so bad. Maybe a little bit of oil. You can see the discoloration. It's how the air and fuel flow in the cylinder head in and out. So once you have all the spark plugs out, it's always a good idea to look at them. Open your new box up, because you don't know who's handling them. So you figure your parts store guy buys them from a vendor. That vendor ships them to somebody else. That shipper delivers them to the parts store or the warehouse. So many different hands touch this product, you don't know how bad it's been abused. So always open them up and make sure that the electrode is not touching, the ground strap is not touching the electrode. Ground strap, electrode. Check them for gap. Use your proper gap tool, look it up, figure it out. And then since this has a far drop to it, what I like to do is just nurse it down with your finger. Don't drop it all the way in. Set them down with your finger, or you could use a vacuum hose. You definitely don't want to slam them down inside there, because